Hello, hello. Can you all hear me okay?
I'm here.
Alright. Kosmik, I can see Kosmik is in the call too. How's it going, Kosmik?
It's going well, thank you. I can hear you just
I'm
fine.
pretty sure Flutterio is busy at the moment. She said that she was down to join in this conversation, so I know that you said you wanted to have some choice words, Kosmik, so I'll let you have the floor if you're willing. While we're
Do I
waiting
have
for.
choice words?
I mean, if you want to.
I mean, why? I suppose I could just start with, why are you? Just why? Why are you back?
Hmm.
Okay.
Alright, go figure stuff out. Okay, I know it's not you, but
Can you repeat yourself?
oh no, I can handle this. Okay, I can handle this. Okay, I just
Who's talking with you at your end, Connor? Is that someone like your mother or something?
oh that was just the TV, I guess.
Your TV. Okay. Okay.
I
I
was watching a
apologize.
movie.
Hmm?
Oh,
No, you were saying something, Connor. Say what you need to say.
okay. Um, anyone's attention here, if anyone knows about this, but came to like mostly just apologize for a lot of like my bad behavior, I guess, and like hopefully try to sort things out about how to avoid any more of this like drama or controversialness about like controversiality about like how I got in trouble in the first place. So I'm trying to like improve and like do better in life. So there's
Uh,
that.
I see
May
Flutterio
I
has joined the
ask?
call. Hello, Flutterio.
Oh, hello,
Hello.
mother.
Hello.
But finish what you're saying, Cosmic. I apologize.
May May I ask? You say I have two questions here. You say you're trying to work on yourself and improve in life, right?
Oh, right now, yeah,
That's
like I'm trying to like do more of like my usual like trying to do what I normally do on my YouTube channel, but without like the drama and controversialness. Like I know what I did was stupid and wrong, and I don't know how this is gonna help me, but again, if I just leave you guys alone, simply go on with my life, simply just do my homework or even like do my homework like actual schoolwork because I'm in like a education program at like some camp or something, or some sort of resort. But basically, trying to get an education the best I can because even though I'm like very smart and intelligent, like I wasn't the best kind of human being for it, and I'm trying to like do better for not only everyone around me but also for myself.
okay. So that's the first part of my question answered. You're trying to better yourself. My second question is on the 13th of October, which was, I understand, 17 days ago. You wrote, I believe in Ben's comments, community tab post comment section. How is that contributing to your goal of improving at life? I'm genuinely curious.
I know what you're talking about because that is part of my question, but I would
I
like for
have
you
it on
guys.
my screen right now, but I would like him to answer.
Mm,
I really just I I only want to talk to you guys because apparently I really need to like I really need to. I really need the controversial and the drama about me to stop, just because I already trying to move on. Like even when I'm like trying to quote unquote fix my behavior and redeem myself, even though I don't know how I'm gonna earn it or whatever. But the thing is that again, if as long as I just stay out of any sort of drama or whatever, like don't do any crazy shit that would possibly get me into trouble, then best thing I would do is just move on and just again do better, like both not only with what I'm doing on my YouTube channel, but also in reality as well. Because what I
Okay.
just did, I quote unquote, was total bullcrap of me to do.
May I be honest with you about how that all sounded to me? May I be honest? I'm gonna post it in chat. This is how it came off to me just now, but I'll reserve my opinions. I know that my mother here, my darling mother, someone who I cherish dearly, wishes to ask you a question. So I shall stay quiet and she may ask her question.
And that is true. Go ahead, Miss
Okay.
Cinnamon Roll.
You can definitely join in, Kosmik, if you want to. Okay, so this one was something that you replied to from Shan the Gamer. You said to them, Shan the Gamer 21, I don't support pedos and bigots at all. That was a big stupid lie I came up with and went with it. Now I know what they are, I'm staying away from them and never listening to them again. You haven't actually answered that question. I want to know why you went and supported a pedophile.
That is a good
And why you
question.
thought to lie about it, but also not know what they are when you supposedly are a big old age of what, 20 something? Because that's not a thing that you should actually be joking. That's not a thing. That's not a lie. That should not be a lie either. Why would you lie about pedophilia? That's just really sickening.
And that is very questionable. Sorry to cut you off, Flutterio. That is something I did mention in my previous video about you, Connor, that you have to explain yourself about that. Now, I do know what she's talking about, and I have that screen cap archived. If you want your memory refreshed, I can provide that right now. So give me 1 second, and I will provide it to you. So give me a second. So
I would like
very well then.
That's one of the things that I want an answer for, because that is one of the most concerning things that I've heard so far. That the fact that you said, "Oh, I just came up with it." You don't joke about things like that. So you thought it was okay to joke about pedophilia? That's just weird and wrong.
not only that, but that is
May I
very
just read this
questionable.
out? Oh, sorry, Ben, I didn't realize
No,
you
no,
were
you'll go ahead.
speaking.
No, no,
Please
no, you're good,
continue.
Kosmik. Go ahead and read it.
I was
Okay.
yes,
um,
I. If you don't know who this Shane the Gamer is, she's basically one of those like she's I'm sorry, and pardon my language, but she's actually one of those trolls that actually thinks that like I don't know, she's quote unquote better than people. Like even with like her own disability, and don't get me wrong, I completely understand she has the right to call me out, I I understand that what I did was stupid back then. I really don't know
Um,
what to say, but
okay, but
the thing is that sometimes
go ahead.
sometimes whenever I hear about this, what?
No, no, finish what you're saying. Finish what you're saying.
Sometimes she can be such, and I don't, I don't want. I'm gonna be a little harsh right here because these are like my own words of how she behaves or whatever. But sometimes she and that one Postal Pickles or whoever that one user was that I keep arguing with this on DeviantArt or whatever, but let's say they're kind of too sick, some of the bitches.
Okay, but here's
Like,
the.
I get,
Go ahead.
No.
I'm,
That doesn't mean
I
to
don't
say
just,
that. No. That doesn't mean to say that you can be as bad as them. So if somebody says to you, "Oh, Connor, I'm going to, I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah.
go to your apartment. I'm going to kidnap your cat. I'm going to use your goldfish as my dinner." Would you turn around and say something as bad as that, even if it was a troll thing? Why would you try and be just as bad as them, and then use a serious subject like pedophilia? That doesn't read good on your part.
Yeah, it really doesn't. And not to mention the fact that that's not, what you were saying is not answering Flutterio's original question. Why would you like? And I do want an answer to this, and I do want an explanation from this. And again, I'm gonna be very blunt here, Connor. I don't want to hear this long analogy. I want facts. I want you to be honest with the three of us in this call, because this is one thing, as I mentioned earlier in my voice messages, I will not tolerate liars. So,
May
why?
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry, Kosmik, go ahead.
May I just translate what you've said because you use very big words? What Ben means to ask is of you in regards to Flutterio's question. I will ask her to repeat it in a moment. What Ben is asking for you to do is to not go off track like you have done, within this call.
Yeah.
And he just wants you to stick to the reason why, or the answer to Flutterio's question. Flutterio, would you be so
Pretty much.
kind as to repeat your question?
Yes, my question is, as we can see in the comment, you said, "I do not support pedos and bigots at all." That was a big stupid lie I came up with and went with it. That's not something that you should make a lie about. It's not something that you should go, "Oh, it's a big stupid lie." You don't lie about things like pedophilia. That's absolutely stupid to do. But also, you said, "Now I know what they are," meaning you didn't know what they were before. "I'm staying away from them and never listening to them again." So were you around someone, I'm going to repeat this, were you around someone who did actually do something pedophilic? I want to know, were you around someone who was doing something pedophilic? You said it was a stupid lie, but you also stated there, "Now I know what they are. I'm staying away from them and never listening to them again." So you're telling us two things here. You say you lied about it, but you also knew someone who was a pedophile. You said, "I'm staying away from them and never listening to them again." So, did you lie about it, or were you around someone who was a pedophile? Because either way, joking about pedophilia is not great, and you being around the pedophiles is not great either. I want to know an answer for that because Ben here never got that. Can you please tell the truth?
Yes. I specifically don't know anyone who is a pedo in my own life, which is, again, not gonna lie, it's like a good thing I wasn't around anybody who had like any like even a older adult that had like a sexual attraction toward me. So at least that's true. But I did mostly I did lie about about that. So if that's what you're asking, like,
May
and I
I?
just had to use like the whole arc. I did have to go to the extreme with this because apparently she wasn't listening to user, but what I did was still
Okay.
very wrong.
Yeah, and I just want to. Why would you lie? Why would you make this lie?
So I
That's
thought that if this because remember the old saying, treat others the way they want to be treated.
That's not what
but that's
Kosmik is
like
asking.
but that's like saying to someone, "If you treat me horribly, then I can treat you horribly." So if they're a troll, you're just going to troll them back and say worse things than what they've done. Again, I don't know what else this person said to you, but you came out with this and it was absolutely just unhinged.
And
Did you not think that that was stupid of you to do? And you said, "Oh, I
Yeah, that
don't know
was
what they
stupid of
are."
me. That was
You
indeed
also,
stupid of me.
but And you also have got, because I've just caught you in a lie, then you said, I don't know what they were. You positively knew what they were, so you've lied just then. I've just caught you in a lie.
So Connor,
Yeah,
do you want to tell the truth now, because we just caught you in a lie just now.
Trying to tell the truth.
Okay.
Trying to tell the truth. It's just, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's like I'm struggling to like put it into the right words, and it's like I'm just repeating myself or whatever to myself. Like I don't know. Like I'm trying.
So then I do have something to ask them. So is this just you making an absolutely foul joke, which you shouldn't have done, or do you actually know this, or do you actually have just sat there and lied through your teeth? Did you tell a lie? Did you lie about this? Because it doesn't look good on your side, because you have just said, "Oh, I don't talk to them," but also, you know, why do I need to repeat this? It was a lie that you came up with, and then you said, I don't know what they are, but I'm staying away from them and never listening to them again. Because all in that context, it means that you knew, again, I don't know that you're telling me the truth, but you didn't know what they were, but you then just confirmed to me in this call that you knew what a pedophile was, and you have some experience with those pedophiles, that they targeted you.
I do not have experiences with pedophiles
Yep.
at all.
Wait, you don't have experiences with them, or can you repeat that?
I didn't have any experience with them at all. Like
You don't have.
even if I know the meaning of stranger danger. I know that.
But I just want to point out that you right now are a full-grown adult. You're a full-grown adult right now. So therefore,
what I said was pretty unhinged.
Yeah, when an older person, because you are an adult, when an older person says things to you of a sexual nature, that isn't pedophilia. Once you reach 18,
Yeah.
you are an adult. That is not a problem. Again, when an adult sexually to a child, that is a problem, but not you, who is an adult.
Yes, that is a problem.
It's not against the law. It's not against the law for an adult to talk sexually to another adult. So you would not be a problem. So you yourself would not have a problem with pedophilia. You would not be groomed by a pedophile, because you are not a child. You are an adult. Therefore, you cannot say, "Oh, well, I don't know that they didn't." That's pedophilia. You're an adult. You're not a child. Understand that 18 is an adult, and because you're over 18, that wouldn't be pedophilic.
Okay.
So I just want to.
Yeah, the fact that I harassed the user who might have been younger than me was completely out of context, and I really shouldn't have done that. I get it.
Okay, so I just want to ask, how old is the person whom you commented to? Who is that person? How old are they? Etc.
I don't know. The user claims he's like a man from Pakistan, and the user Shane the Gamer I'm talking about.
So you don't know their age, but you mentioned pedophilia to someone you don't know the age of?
I'm gonna have to say right now, but I'm sorry to interrupt you, Flutterio, but that was fucking stupid of you to do. That was very fucking stupid of you to do. And I'm sorry
I know
to
it was
cut you
fucking
off, Flutterio. Let me finish. Sorry to cut you off, Flutterio, but I do agree with what Flutterio is getting at here. Because the fact that you said this, and now you recently saying that it was a lie, you still should not have said it to begin with, whether it's a lie or not, or if it's a joke. You don't joke or talk about serious situations.
Yeah, I don't joke either. I don't joke.
But yet you still posted it anyway.
If I actually meant it, then obviously that would mean that I'm sick in the mind or something. That's what she's trying to say, I think.
Okay, but what we're trying to get at, what we're trying to explain to you, you should never have. It doesn't matter if it's a joke or not.
I never should have said in the first
place. This serious. You don't joke about something.
Never should have said in the first place.
But then why did you?
That's one of the things that I want to know. Why did you say it in the first place? As well as you do not know this person's age. You could very well have been saying this.
I'm so sorry to cut off, especially to you, Mother. I apologize. Please forgive me, but he has already answered this question. He wanted to get as low as these quote-unquote trolls wanted to get. When he said, treat others the way you want to be treated, I pieced together, and Connor, you can feel free to tell me if I am correct or not. I pieced together that he wanted to do what is known as give the trolls a dose of their own medicine, which is not a good way to handle that at all.
Yeah, that is what I'm getting at.
Okay, good. I was correct then. I just figured I'd clarify that because I'm hearing obviously these questions and I'm like, wait, this one seems to be a repeat of this one, so that's why I stepped in. Apologies about that, and please forgive me for my interruption.
Continue.
Makes sense.
Okay. So my question has been answered, but again, just don't do it. Do not do it.
Yeah, don't do it at all.
Okay, give me a second because now I have some questions. I have some questions here, so give me a second.
Okay, just fire away when you
So
can.
in my community, let me just confirm something real fast, and I need confirmation from you, real fast here, and I'm gonna post it in just a second. Are you or are you not this profile? Are you or are you not this account on DeviantArt, Illusion Picture 79? Yes or no?
That fact is that, yeah, that was meant for like filmmaking and actual like animation, whatever, other than just
So
spoofing, I guess.
So it's your account, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you posted this in one of Huey's posts on DeviantArt. That, and I'm gonna read this out loud, so everyone, just for the love of God, just shut up. Look, there's a lot to explain, but there's already enough bullcrap from users that think autistic people are a menace to society. And if you think that, I'm sorry, but all of you are full of shit. I know what I originally did was wrong, but how many times do me and anybody have to tell you guys I'm autistic? Full high-functioning autism myself, and you are right. I should have been a total asshole and never gotten mad in the first place. I'm sorry for being a douche, and I really shouldn't have been like that all the time to use autism as an excuse for bad behavior. Well, this is my question to you. Every time, and this is a pattern of yours, Connor, and especially when I deal with you on Twitter throughout February, all the way to now, is that you keep using autism as an excuse for your behavior. Why is that?
I don't know. I just felt like autism in general shouldn't be disrespected, even if it's like coming from people that are use it for both positive and negative reasons. And I guess what I'm trying to say, I guess like because of like that mindset, it's kind of what led other people to think that I'm an ableist, even though I'm not.
But the problem is, though, Connor, you trying to use autism as a shield or trying to excuse your behavior online, especially what you did, especially during the time when you came at me over a 10-year-old stream 10 years ago. And Kosmik and Flutterio, correct me if I'm wrong with this, because in that Skype call that you were in, Connor, when Kosmik asked you that question, you got mad at me because of the title apparently encourages harassment and cyberbullying. Is that correct, Flutterio and Kosmik? Can you confirm that? If that's what he said in that stream.
Yes, you did confirm and say that you believed it cited cyberbullying, etc., etc. Even though this video was simply just an opinion that anybody could take at face value.
But again, I'm going back to this. Yes, Kosmik. Sorry, you unmuted yourself. I'll let you have the floor.
Forgive me, I wish to answer your question. I do vaguely remember the whole incident on stream revolving around something regarding cyberbullying. My memory is not as good as it used to be, so I apologize. but that's just my...
No, you're fine, Kosmik. I got you. But no, like, when Kosmik was talking to you throughout the stream, you, especially when you made claims without providing evidence, especially when Kosmik in that Skype call was asking you, can you please provide the evidence that I, quote unquote, did all the things that you accused me of in the chats, but yet you got upset about it. And trying to derail that topic when Kosmik was at you. Why'd you make those assumptions?
I don't know. I don't know.
Connor, let's be adults. We're all adults here. I think you do know.
I'm an adult. I know that.
You do know
I did
why
not
you
know.
went after me.
Did not have enough evidence. I did not have enough evidence.
I'm sorry, what?
No evidence at all. Did not have any physical evidence. I may have screenshot them, but I got rid of them soon after because I just felt like.
Okay, hold on a minute.
That was my
hold on a minute. So, just now you said, no, you lied. Then you said you have evidence, but you accidentally deleted it. Which is it?
I don't know. Like, my mind was so just full of anxiety and anger. And, like I said, the evidence I did take was, like, of you yelling at me and, like, whatever. And it was just, again, I should have, lied about it. Like, it's kind of.
So
Like,
you
what I did was stupid.
So you're
May
admitting
I
in call you
interrupt?
maliciously came after me over a title, and you were willing to make
May I-
accusations against me with no evidence. Is that what you're saying in this call right now?
Yes. Sorry.
Go ahead, Cosmic. You want to
Sorry.
say something?
Yeah.
I would like to say something, yes. The whole reason Ben shouted at you is because when I asked you the question that I had gone to ask you all the way back then, from my recollection of things, and that lines up with what these two other individuals beside me have said, you started saying things about Ben that were not only not true, but were very malicious, were very with ill intent.
Yeah.
And I told you, I remember this specifically after we had our conversation. I said to you, warning, Ben is not happy right now, or something along those lines.
No,
and
I
then
agree.
I stopped speaking. And then I stopped speaking. And I let Ben and Flutterio open their mouths to speak to you, which obviously ended disastrously, right? And that's of no fault of their own because you have sat there and not only gone into Ben's at the time it would be 10-year, like at this present point in time, 12-year-old video now. If I'm to gather
technical,
time
yeah.
is
If you
correct.
want to get technical, yes. If you want to get technical, it's around that range, yes.
It's around that now, right? Right. So my point is that you started what I would consider a fight. There's no other way to really put it. You started a fight and you could not handle the fight. You keep doing this, and I noticed that this is a pattern with you. You keep doing this. You
Very bad
keep
pattern.
saying these comments. I beg your pardon?
It was a very bad pattern, B. Oh.
Yes, it is a very bad pattern, and I do remember that in that original call all the way back then, you acknowledged that you were actually the one who made the first comment, threw the first metaphorical punch. So I want to ask you, why do you think being on the internet is a benefit for you if this is all you're going to do?
If I'm
Why
going to be
do
using the internet, I
sorry.
should
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Sorry, I just figured a better way to phrase my question. What benefit do you, as someone who needs to focus on real life right now, have to gain from interacting this way online? Does that question make sense?
No, that's a very sensible question.
No, I'm on about him.
Oh,
Ben,
no, I
shush.
get it.
I'm on
Yeah,
about him.
I got you. I
There's
got
a,
you.
I think I know the reason. It was because I, even though I had friends and a very nice family, I guess I got like isolated and a little bit overwhelmed and overstimulated by like having responsibility on the internet. Like even that kind of freedom came at a cost. Like even when I'm trying
Okay,
to be a good person, it's
I'll
like
try to ask my question again.
grow up.
I thought I had asked my
Oh, I'm
question
sorry. I'm
more
trying to explain
simply.
this.
From you've clearly misinterpreted my question. I apologize. That is probably on me. What benefit do you have to being online on the internet right now?
To meet new people.
Okay, I
One
should
thing I
be
get to
ultra
meet new
specific
people,
then.
but
I should be ultra specific then. What does being on the internet
okay.
do to positively impact your life in a way that will make you successful in life?
My content, like
Do people watch your
even
content?
without like, and I'm not talking about like people watch like my. I mean, they mainly watch my videos, which are more positive than negative. If I if I were to take something away from this, it would be that I said in the post on there was positive at all.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a final question. What do you do on this platform successfully? And by this platform, I mean the internet. What do you do successfully? Quickly.
Make videos and that's it.
Okay,
It's
so
just
the only thing that you contribute to this online space is making videos. That okay.
just I get it. I get it. Too
I
expensive, like, but yeah.
what is it doing for, say, example, your education? What is making these videos doing for your education? Because I know that you're going to what you call the resort, furthering your education, this, that, and the other. What is that doing for you in the long run?
Like, well, I'm trying to study in like animation, like even if it's just like regular spoofing stuff that I usually did on my YouTube channel. Like I'm trying to do like hand drawn, stop motion, and whatever live action and animation I can combinations I can ever think of that I want to do in the future when I become like a famous director or animator.
So
But
basically,
again, that's gonna take a lot of hard work.
so basically you're trying to go into the animation field. Basically, is that what you're saying? You're trying to get into that animation field.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to give my opinion here after all I've heard. I don't think you being on the internet right now is the best course of action for your desired career path. Because all that's happening right now is you are wasting time coming for people, people fire back, and you have what I would consider to be these reactive meltdowns. This is not contributing to your
Yeah.
desire to become an animator whatsoever. This is not contributing to your desire for, I guess, education in that department whatsoever.
Mm.
And I'm sorry I have to be the
I
one to
never
say
actually
it, but
thought of it that way before.
I genuinely think that you would be better off away from the internet to focus on your animation career.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I do
That
agree
definitely
with
makes
that.
sense.
I do agree with wholeheartedly what Kosmik is saying.
No, I do too.
I agree with it because when you're coming on the internet, what you've got to think is in later times, when your employer looks at your internet history, and I know this has happened, when people have looked into a person's internet history, they have checked and they do not get jobs or they do not get positions because of what they did on the internet, on whatever platform. They don't. And it's
Nope.
best you don't start keep on this suspicious cycle. Because if somebody in Disney or Pixar or whatever company you want to go to found out that you had told someone, "Oh, I'm going to rape you," do you think that's going to be good? Doesn't look good on your part. Really doesn't.
No, it's not going to be good.
It will affect your career. It will affect your potential career at this point if you keep doing that shit, you know? But, is there anything else that you and Flutterio have to ask? Because I have another question.
What did Flutterio quote? I'm really curious. What did she quote?
I forgot what she quoted. What did you quote?
Just now with things that he said. What did you quote?
He quoted that he would rape someone.
Why would you say this?
And if you
What benefit does that have to your
I
animation
have
career?
no answer.
hold on, I'll provide that screenshot that Flutterio was talking about. Just give me a second. I have that screenshot. So, give me a second.
Okay, whilst you're doing that, what benefit to your supposed career path does that give you? What benefit does telling someone that they should get raped or whatever revolving around sexual assault, what does that do in the long run for your supposed career path? I'm really curious to know now.
Good question.
It does nothing. Just made the situation about my
Exactly.
anger issues.
Well, not only that,
It
but
does nothing in the long run. Ben Shush. It does nothing in the long run. If I was an
It just
employer
makes things worse.
looking, I'm going to try and say this again. If I was your employer personally, when I look at your background on, say, social media, I type in, oh, Connor, insert this name that you have on your CV or resume or whatever you call it in the United States, and I see that, I'm not hiring you. Point blank.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
not good.
happening. Yeah, so why are you here? Why are you on the internet?
So I guess like the reason why I'm now on the internet is because
Is it to tell
again
people that
after
they
like all
should get
that.
raped?
No, no,
And why
not
say it
anymore.
in the first place? Not anymore. Not anymore.
what do you mean by
So
that?
was there a
Like
point? Shut up,
I
Ben.
don't do
Shut
that.
up.
I don't do bad behavior anymore.
Was
Don't
there
do
a
bad
line
behavior
that suddenly
anymore.
magically appeared where you decided, oh, it's not okay to say this? Because you said not anymore.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant like I don't do bad behavior anymore. Like I don't want to be a failure in life, all because of one stupid mistake I made.
From the
Yet I
stuff I've
did it.
seen, that's not your first mistake. From the stuff I've seen, that's not your first mistake, darling.
Yeah. And I feel ashamed of it.
You should feel ashamed for it. And
Yeah, of
again,
course I
I would
do.
advise. Oh, so it wasn't just fucking get raped or anything. I'm gonna quote this with the actual thing that Ben has posted. Bad crossovers and other things of V dot 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 says, I'm never coming back. 5 seconds later, okay, I'm back. You said, I swear I'm gonna fucking rape and kill you if you don't shut up. What does this have to contribute to the career path or the decency that you have?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing, exactly. Just like your presence on the internet. It contributes nothing. You lose more than you ever gain making stuff like that. I would highly recommend you leave the internet if you're going to make comments like that. Because if you have anger issues, who's to say you won't say this again?
Exactly. Like, you do understand how... Go ahead.
I would thoroughly recommend and warn for you to take a deep-rooted look at what you have said and take a deep-rooted look at your desired career path and see which of these options is better for you, remaining on the internet or not remaining on the internet. Because if that's the shit you're saying online, baby, I don't even think I need to finish my sentence. Just baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I first came to the internet, I really thought I was gonna.
I'm not here to hear about your life
accepted.
story, darling. I'm not here to hear about your life story, darling.
Yes. I know that. I know that.
Okay, good.
So
with all that in mind, does anybody else have anything they want to say?
I do want to ask this question, though, in regards of this post that you said about what you said about crossovers and other things. If you already knew what you did was, like, why did you do it in the first place? Like, why? Like, I want to know that wholeheartedly. No BS, none of that. Why did you say this malicious shit? Because, as I said in my first video, as well as my previous one, that is very vile and scummy behavior to say. And I do agree with what Kosmik said. Everything you, and Flutterio said too, everything you say online will affect you for the rest of your life. It does affect you one way or another. And it could also affect your potential career as this animator that you say you want to be. Like, I don't think you understand or grasping what your actions, like, your actions have consequences, as I told you numerous times on
my
Twitter.
actions have consequences. I know that. I'm starting to realize that. Like,
okay, you're realizing that.
Every time I do something stupid in my life, I either get yelled at for it, or I just happens, and it just ruins my image.
I mean, that's because of the... Okay, hold on. Let me say something.
Because of my idiotic behavior. That's...
No, it's your actions. Your actions. And as well as your behavior, it's your actions in general that affect your character. That's why people criticize you and people yell at you or even tell you what you're doing is stupid.
And I'm going to say this as well. If the most you are worried about is this type of content that you're posting in terms of these comments, is your image, I would recommend leaving the internet. Because clearly your priorities are elsewhere. If you think that saying this stuff is okay.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell you numerous times on Twitter, but you automatically assume I'm a narcissist or a heartless abuser.
So you've told him numerous times. So I don't need to even say what I need to say.
Oh no, Kosmik, it's all
because
over my Twitter page.
Because you told him, have you?
Hold on, Kosmik, all over my Twitter. Like, my conversations with Connor, especially in his old accounts before he deletes them, which that I'm gonna get to that one in a minute. That I've been trying to tell him to touch grass, get a job, live an actual life. That's what I've been trying to tell you, Connor. But yet you automatically assume I'm an enablist or a narcissist. Or a heartless piece of shit. Because I'm giving you genuine advice.
So with all that in mind, I can come to the conclusion that he just does not listen.
Or, like I mentioned to you before in the previous
call... Why is he here? Why is he here if he's been told numerous times and still won't clean himself up?
Yeah, that's what I want to ask. Like, why do you keep coming back, Connor? Like, especially when you told me, and I do have the screenshots of one of your Twitter accounts, which, give me a second here. Oh, here we go. So give me a second here while I provide this lovely Twitter post that you posted towards me back at October, if I remember correctly, saying
October of
all of this.
2024.
No. It was back like during earlier this month. So give me a second here. There you go. Just give it a second for it to load. And I am going to read these in a chronicle.
Can I read this now?
Go ahead.
Connor Meditz at Autism Rules 88. Dear at Lord _Ben _Mazza, if you are reading this, then that's good to hear, because after what I did these months ago, I'm starting to change my ways and realizing my crimes and the consequences I now have to live with. For those who don't know me, I used to have a channel entitled CTC Productions that I used to use for spoofs/fan makes of various movies and shows. At first, everything was doing fine and I was making good friends with other users that enjoyed making those content. However, things started to get out of control when I tried talking to a user named Mr. the Amazing Dude about why he didn't like or dislike the community I was in. So right off the bat, you took issue with someone who was neutral about your community. Okay. As a result, things quickly got out of hand, and I winded up calling him out and other offenses. Calling him out for what? Calling him out for what? For him being neutral? For him not giving a shit about your little community? Calling him out for what?
Being an asshole.
Okay.
How was he being an asshole if he specifically, in your words, didn't like or dislike the community you were in? He was neutral.
I've seen some of his videos,
From what I am
Connor.
seeing here.
I've seen some of the Mr. Amazing Dude's videos, and he's been very criticizing the toxic adventure community, and it's justifiably so. So, I agree with what Kosmik's saying, so I would love to hear the answer to Kosmik's question.
Just don't know anymore.
Then why are you here?
As I just kept doing the same crap I usually did, hoping to expect a different result. And you know what else?
And why
Just
are
something
you
else.
still on the internet?
Because I'm trying to change. Even if I wanted to continue
Is the
spoofing, I wanted
change
to,
in the room
be
with us?
better.
Is the change in the room with us? Because I do not see it.
As I've said before...
Please direct me. Shut up. Direct me to where you have changed over the last 2 years. Because every single time I hear about you, it's making obscene comments.
Negative. It's always negative.
Then why are you here?
Like right now, or
In general, on the internet, why are you here?
because I just wanted to be a creator without the drama.
But here's the problem.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Screw that up.
Drama that you created,
Thank
that
you.
you started.
Thank you, took the
In
words out
your
of my mouth.
words,
Yes.
Mr. the Amazing Dude didn't like or dislike your community, and as a result, you winded up calling him out and other offensive slurs. As a result of this issue, you were called out by another user named Postal Pickles, who, as revenge, made a very offensive rant video of myself being a douchebag and a lolo cow in his/her words, and that only made me even more angry and upset over it. What I am seeing here is you are putting out action actions and getting reactions for the actions. And now here you are, after 2 years of constantly doing this, from what I am hearing, playing victim.
You did that on Huey Turmore's DeviantArt page. You try to make yourself a victim. You try to make yourself throughout our conversations on Twitter. You even did that in our conversation, our community tab, which I happily screen cap those, by the way, which you try to put words in my mouth that I'm making fun of your autism, air quote. Which, again, give me a second to get that said
Who
screenshot.
else other than himself has brought up his autism? I'm so confused.
Nobody. That's the thing, Kosmik. Nobody has.
Nobody has brought
Then
his
why are you on the internet? I think the silence
Don't
speaks
know.
for itself.
Okay, Connor, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting really fucking tired of hearing I don't know. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
You know, I count that as silence, because the silence speaks for itself.
There's something I also want to point out that, Connor mentioned. I keep coming back and doing the same thing. Do you realize that if you come back and do the same thing, nothing will change? It's like me having the same cereal every single day and expecting the cereal in the bowl to change just miraculously. Buying the same cereal and then expecting a different cereal to pour out just doesn't work like that.
That's sanity. The
Connor,
term
with
of
the
it.
internet.
Insanity means like doing the same thing over and over
Connor,
again.
I know what insanity is.
Expecting-
I'm not dumb.
Connor,
I'm not dumb. I know what the word means. Leave the internet. Leave this call. Just go. You're doing the same shit over and over and over again, thinking that magically something will change. Starting stuff, getting rebuttals for it, being called out for your own actions, using your autism as an excuse, and then going, I'm changing. Leave. Just leave. I don't think there needs to be an end to this conversation formally. Just leave. Just press that hang up button, leave this group chat, leave the internet, focus on this supposed animation career of yours offline, because I don't want to see you again. After the shit you've pulled, just go. Just go, baby. Just press that red hang up button. Just do it.
I've got to say, I agree with Kosmik. I 1000% agree with her.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that too, but I have...
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have anything else to say, Ben. All he can do at this point, press that big red fucking hang up button.
Yeah, you are dismissed. Connor, you're dismissed.
Just press that hang up button, baby.
Concentrate on life in real life and you're just not ready to be on here at all.
I'm so sorry. I am so
Just
sorry.
leave.
Why can't
Just
everyone
leave.
just forgive me for once?
Your
Just
actions need to
leave.
speak louder than
Just
words.
press the hang up
You're
button.
dismissed. You're dismissed. You are dismissed. You can leave. You're
Just go.
dismissed. Oh my fucking god. No, and I really...
If I
thank
ever,
God that I
and
got
I'm
that
giving
recorded.
you a warning, if I ever see that little motherfucker around me again, I'm gonna be dealing these hands.
Oh no, I
I'm
can
gonna
understand
be
that.
clapping his cheeks.
Oh no, I can understand that, and I'm tired of dealing with this crap. I'm sick of it. I really am goddamn sick and tired of this
I
crap.
can imagine, because as far as I've heard, he came for you and has not stopped coming for you. And then when he gets called out about it, he sat there going, oh, I'm changing, oh, I have disabilities. Nobody gives a fuck. Ain't nobody asked. Let me find the people who fucking asked. Are they in the room? Are they in the same dimension as us?
Greetings, class. This is Post-Edit Ben Masa here. As you all have heard throughout the call, he has lied about some serious pedophilia. He also admitted that he had maliciously went after me and made malicious accusations against me, all because of my decade-old stream, and also the fact that I called out the community that he was a part of, which... Of course he would, because he did not like me calling out a toxic community and a toxic individual like the Misfits. But the point is, Connor throughout this call has been trying really hard to play victim and trying to say that he has changed, but his actions on Twitter, as well as previously on my community tab post, as well as my previous review, speaks a different volume, a different story. He keeps on repeating his behavior, expecting a different result, which is a pure definition of insanity. This right here, class, shows that this individual is extremely unhinged, and this is exactly of the kind of people that you should not be associated with, nor trying to do the same actions that they do. This is malicious and disgusting behavior. After this call, I have blocked Connor on Discord, and I'm also going to be planning to do it on Twitter as well as YouTube. Now, Connor, as Kosmik has said to you in the call, you need to leave the internet and you need to self-reflect, and as I have said to you numerous times on Twitter, as well as my 2 videos in the community tab that I said about you, you need to touch grass, get a job, focus on that career of yours, and I sincerely doubt that you'll ever get this career given your actions online. You need to reflect yourself, live a life, and just stay off the internet, period. If you cannot handle people's criticism, if you cannot control your unhinged behavior, then stay the fuck out. This kind of behavior is completely unacceptable, and this should not be tolerated. At this point, after this, I have officially washed my hands of CTC Productions, and now I have better things to do, that being working on the review of The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, as well as working on normal content on the main channel. I am Ben Mazza, may the force be with you all, and do not act like CTC Productions, because you will regret it.